What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are continuing on with episode number 8 of Kakushigoto. This one is titled... I had it a second ago, but now I've lost it. Where is it? There it is. Our Rough Draft and Unfortunate Memories Club. Oh boy, that second one's got me concerned. Our Rough Draft, I mean, they could just be working on a brand new project, for all I know. Unfortunate Memories Club, could be related to Hime. Or something to do with that. Or it could just be a completely different story. Who knows with this show. So last time, episode 7, we finally have the dog now. So we actually have the dog making its appearance. Not an adopted dog as we expected, but actually came from what we assume is the father-in-law. Kakushi's father-in-law. That's what we're assuming at this point. Like, I don't think they've specifically said yes. But almost certainly, I think it's like... No, they have pretty much definitely said it at this point. They might not have said... They might not have called him father-in-law, but it's so plainly obvious with what they've said about the painting and such that also got revealed this episode that... Yeah. So we now have the dog. It's a 4th generation from the dog that Hime's mother actually had. And there's a painting of Hime's mother with that dog... just stored somewhere in like the warehouse that Kakushi uses, and he's now made its way to the office. And everyone thought it was Hime and the dog, but no. Kakushi obviously instantly knows, yeah, that's not Hime. Like, I know when something's Hime and when it's not. So he's like, no, that's definitely Hime's mother. Besides actually knowing the painting, I'm sure he could just be like, even the slightest detail off, he'd be like, yeah, that's not Hime. I'm fairly certain anyway. So dog acquires. Some real emotional bits being played into it, though, especially when initially revealed that the original dogs that they were going to adopt are no longer available. Like, the gut-wrenching moments with Hime, because she overhears the mothers, like, talking about how they're left with the dog, and it's like, she understands that because father's going to be at work, and she's going to be at school, who's taking care of the dog, and she has that moral dilemma within herself, and once again... We don't see Hime's real emotions. Like, we don't really see her exhibit much in the way of emotions. And I think that's the genius of how we're portraying her, because we're seeing this story from Kakushi's angle. Like, we're experiencing his thoughts, his experience of this timeline. And we don't really know if Hime is just... genuinely just not connected with everything that's going along, and it's just like, just bumbling through life and just ignoring most things that could upset her. Or if this is a response to losing her mother, like, how conscious of the fact is she of mother's passing? Because she doesn't outwardly express anything in that way. She comes across as a bit of a derp, let's be honest. But what is happening in her internal thoughts, internal monologue, like, what is she feeling here? Like, is she choosing to just ignore and forget the things that she's experiencing? Or, I don't know. And that's the genius of this show and their relationship. I really do think so. But yeah, we got the dog now. And we got the dilemma with all the assistants. They haven't debuted yet, but... He needs them to debut, but at the same time, if they're debuting, then he's not going to have the assistants to work on his stuff, so it's like, it's a vicious cycle for Kakushi there. And there was something else important from last episode, but I've completely forgotten it already. I did rewatch it before, well, I skimmed through it before I started this episode. But I've now forgotten exactly what the point was that I was trying to make beforehand. Oh yeah, we got Ichiko. Ichiko, that's the big thing. The big ending is that the endings usually consist of the present. Like, all of this show is flashback, technically. Or you could say the ending bits are flash forwards. It depends on which way you want to do it. Since the majority is in the past, we'll say we're flashing forward for the ending bits. But... the school friends of Hime's have followed her to this house, so not only do we have the assistants, or former assistants, maybe still assistants, to Kakushi showing up and keeping an eye on Hime as she explores the second house, which is which is the original house which is replicated in the city, Not only we've got them going, we've now got her school friends showing up, and we've got Ichiko-sensei showing up. Say Ichiko or Ichigo? I keep forgetting. Ichigo. I keep saying Ichiko. Ichigo-sensei. She shows up, not in a tracksuit, which becomes a little joke, but she says she has good and bad news. And then they leave that as the cliffhanger. So I am very scared of what is going to happen this time. Very, very scared, because what are they going to drop on us at this point? I don't know. Like, the whole episode's going to be great, but I'm nervous for that ending, and I'm always going to be nervous, because, I mean, well, you don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's going to happen, and it's scary what could happen. So, yeah. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. So, with that said, we're going to get into the episode here. These are timer-based reactions, so at the bottom of the screen to the bottom left, around about there-ish, you're going to see the timer for the episode that I'm watching. I am watching the Funimation version of this, so if you're watching... I had a recent comment about they were watching from the TV version, which has commercials and stuff. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot I can do to help with syncing like that. I used to do what I believe to be the superior timer format, which includes the lower bottom of the screen, like all having the subtitles, a little bit of the background screen, so you can sync up directly with the footage. But unfortunately, that does not constitute fair use in YouTube's legal wisdom, that they won't even try and pass it on to original copyright claimants, because why would you ever do that? Like, it's dumb. So I have to do just pure timer, so that no copyrighted footage ever appears, so that they don't have any case to try and take the video down. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do anime reactions if I didn't do it this way, basically, at this point. And Molebeat, the company that have been doing this, are on a rampage right now. Like, they are shady, but they are legit. Like, you can complain about them, but they are doing their job, and they're doing it far better than I think I've seen any copyright company go after channels. Like, they're not exclusive to YouTube either. It seems like they're going after file share sites as well for this, and credit to them, because the file share websites are usually the biggest offenders compared to YouTube strikes, but we'll see. So that's the way I do them. No full screen audio, anything on screen. But if you're watching the Funimation version, or even a ripped version, if you so wish to go that route, you should be fine in watching along for the most part. Anyway, with that said, I'll count us down 3, 2, 1, play, and then we'll be good to go. So, with all that said, I'm going to minimize that so it doesn't bother me. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, play. Kodansha? Into OP this time, or do we get a cold open? Oh, Funimation logo, of course, first. Which ends now. Oh, straight into dog. Oh, we got a name? Yes, we need to name the dog. We never named him. That is true. Oh, they're going to settle on the same name as the mother did. Oh, boy. Got him. Nice. Alright, OP. I've got a sneaking suspicion that whatever name Hime decides on is going to be the same name that her mother settled on for her dog. I've got a strange feeling. Like, it just feels like this show would try and pull that. Also, I noticed last time when I was doing Tamiyomi and Tower of God reactions yesterday, the camera was shaking a bit, so it's because I rest on this table, because this is a dining table I'm using as a computer desk, unfortunately. So it is a little shaky, and I rest my arm on this just because it's more comfortable. But the camera was positioned a little weirdly, so hopefully it doesn't shake as much as the last 2 videos that came out. Hopefully. But I don't think in this OP we're missing any characters now. I think every character featured in this OP has appeared now. There's not many shots of the side characters, to be fair. It's mostly Hime and Kakashi. There's still little bits of that we needed to explore upon. Like, we've seen the picture of the mother with the dog. Need to explore a little more of those other shots, though. I love this shot, just showing a little difference in color. Our rough draft. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Fair. Yes, you did. That makes a lot of sense. I suppose that's true. Mm-hmm. Very true. What's she doing? Oh, wow. Ah, okay. Roku. Okay. Oh. Alright. I mean, that works. Aww. It's adorable. Oh. Hmm. Really? Huh. That was a confusing scene. Is that actually a tradition? Okay. Yeah, of course you would. That's true. Oh. Really? That's also true. Huh? Wow. I guess there's a bit more wordplay in that in Japanese that I'm just not going to get as a Westerner. Okay. I can kind of understand that. Wow. Um, really? Probably because it doesn't work and people think it's lazy. Sure. I've got a feeling this isn't going to work. And that is... yeah. There's no way that would work. I'm sure someone can make that work, though. Oh? Okay, so they're not going to leave it in the office. Oh, and he's going. Okay. This is where... Okay, yeah, so we're going to the house. Okay. Oh, that means Hime's going to discover it probably this episode. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I already know what this is going to be. I already know what this is going to be. It's going to be the three of them. Yeah, okay. Oh, boy. Ordinary future plans sensitive. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Why would you do this to me? Oh, boy. Oh. Wow. Wow. Wow, okay. That's a very nice way of linking those two together. Who are you, friend? Ah, come for the dog, of course. Oh. Who's voicing this dog? I want to know. Oh. Ah, okay. Made a mistake. Ah, yes. The classic. Introduce yourself. I don't think that's a thing in, at least in the English schools, that you introduce yourself like that in front of the class. Dang, we didn't really have transfer students from what I remember at my time. Aww. Aww. I mean, you're still in, what, elementary? So, it's like... Aww. More friends. Oh? Ink first? No. Yeah, okay. I thought it was just gonna ink first. That's where I thought that was going. Foundation Day, okay. So no dog. Ah. That is true. Fair enough. Uh, that's definitely not a thing in English schools. Oh boy. Okay. Anniversaries, here we go. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll understand the first 5 anniversaries, but after anniversary number 5, you celebrate the 10th. Then maybe the 15th, 20th. You know. Hmm. I'll understand the first 5. But past that, you do them in increments of 5. I know those types. Is it an anniversary for... Huh? Hmm. Ah, okay, we have the 100th chapter. Okay. That's a big one. Yeah. Wow. Uh, I'd imagine so, if you were popular. If you were popular. Wow. And yeah, we'll celebrate a 38th anniversary. The hypocrisy in that. Yeah, just turn away and don't acknowledge it. That's the correct response. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Wow. Okay. I yeah. Alright. What's she doing? Something to do with anniversaries again? Yeah. Just realised the hypocrisy of what you're about to say. Yeah. Hmm. Since we're on the topic of anniversaries, I think she's been hiding a lot recently, but you know. Don't even say that. Wow. Okay. Is that actually a thing? Is that more? That must be more of a Japanese thing. I don't think I've ever heard of that happening, where you share a social media account like that. What? No, it wasn't. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder what it actually is. Because it's not what you think it is. He says stalking her. Wow, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. It's a party invitation. Keep the dog at home. Yeah. Why'd you mention 100 chapters? Why would you say that? uh, then why won't you? Dog? Oh. Because it wouldn't be a 10th? Aww. Oh, he may. Why chicken? Like, it doesn't have to be chicken. Oh, why would you say that line? You don't say that. It's true, but don't say it. Oh, God, I have a horrible feeling about that now. Why do I get the feeling that that's going to be the year he doesn't? This is adorable as all hell, though. Oh no, the harem's gonna spark off again if he gets the cooking teacher involved again. Oh, adorable. This is uh wait. Why 30s? Was that? Wait. Did she leave those for him? I feel like they glossed that over completely. I feel like that got completely glossed over. Really? Ah, okay. I mean, that doesn't surprise me that something like that would do. Oh, why don't I come over to your house and help you there? Hmm. Of course, having pizza. Aww. So adorable. Aha, yes, so she did come over. She's wondering what the hell's going on. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder what she's thinking right now. Is she jealous? Disappointed? I wonder. Aww. Aww. 2 birthday parties. That's adorable. No. We can just celebrate it twice. Oh, then that picture. Come on. All right, now we're back. Oh God, what's she gonna find this time? Is someone else gonna be here this time? Mm-hmm. Something on the ceiling, maybe? Stained glass? Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Move to the city for work. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. He wanted to forget, but he didn't want to completely lose it. Okay. We still have Ichigo's good news, bad news thing to worry about, though. They didn't reveal any of that yet. Oh, God. I think this might be my favorite ED of the season at this point. I think. I'm still worried about Ichigo's, like, good news, bad news thing. I'm still worried about that. Oh, this was an emotional episode. This show does such a good job of being entertaining, funny, and then just gives your heart a little squeeze. Okay, I don't think we're getting anything after credits, but we might. Never know. Nah, there's no after credits here. It's... Oh, no. Maybe? No, there isn't. Year-end grind. Yes, it is. Party? In the end... oh my gosh, these are just lollipops. I mean, some of them, I think, can't deny it at this point. What was next episode's title? Because they said it just at the end there, but it disappeared. Your line Oh, okay. Now that's definitely a reference. Like, there's no way they can't be referencing Your Line April with a title like that, right? It might just be a happy coincidence, but surely they must be referencing that title slightly. Just slightly. And if so, that's a very clever title. Because the whole premise, if you haven't seen Your Line April, I highly recommend you go watch that. I very nearly bought a Your Line April poster. Because when I was buying that third one, the Clad one, I was like, okay, my other two, Violet and Silent Voice, are both very emotional anime, for the most part. And it was just an unintentional theme that I created for these. So I was like, okay, I want another emotional piece. And I very nearly picked Your Line April for that, because that was a very... The ending of Your Line April is one of the most emotional things, especially considering the fact that it's based around music as well, and the way they incorporated that music. I cannot listen to that music track they use in the end without just full-on crying. Like, I can't listen to that music track anymore without crying, because I'm just immediately thinking back to that scene and the visuals they portray. So, yeah, this might be a very, very clever title. I won't say spoilers just in case you haven't seen Your Line April, but if you haven't, go watch it immediately. Like, what are you doing? You should absolutely be watching that series. Go watch it and find a reaction channel to watch it with if you don't want to watch it just in your own time, but it's an incredible show. Absolutely incredible. Like, if you have even a vague appreciation of music as well, you're going to love it. And emotional-based stories. Like, it is perfect. It's one of my favorites, and I'm kind of debating whether or not to get another poster to go up there. Like, I don't have much space to go there anymore. What I could do is take the curtain rails off, like, right there, like these curtain rails. I could take them off and just let the curtains hang freely. I could then fit one, maybe two more posters in there. But there's not enough space. If I move my chair slightly, you can see the curtain rail there. There's just not enough space to put another poster there, even if I shifted these as far as possible, because the violet one is a bit too wide. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, this was an emotional episode. It really was, and God, they keep hinting more and more with scenes with the mother and everything that's going on with them. And we've still got Ichigo's news to put out. Like, what is the news that could possibly be given there that's good and then bad? Good news, he's alive. Bad news, he can never see her again? I don't think they'd pull something like that. I don't know. But the 30s box, like, okay, am I misinterpreting that 30s box or something? But it feels like they skipped over it quite quickly. Let me see if I can find that scene again, because I just want to rewatch it real quick. Let's see. Where was it? Was it after the conversation about, yes, you should do it? Yeah. Here it is, here it is. Hime's happy that she's got the thing, nighttime. Yeah, and there it is, 30s. Yeah, like, he does acknowledge it. Mine seems a bit half-assed compared to Hime's, yeah. Because it's just like, yeah, you don't need one for every year. Here's your 30s one. But she even prepared a box for him. So, whatever it must have been, she must have known that she didn't have long left. Like, that's what's going in my mind now, is that she knew she wasn't going to be here for Hime, for Kakushi, and she prepared these boxes. So either it was a long-term condition that she knew of, or it was just a case of she developed it and then she only had a set amount of time left to live according to doctors. Like, that's how I imagine it being. But yeah, even he has boxes prepared. Manual on celebrations, wow. Yeah. Wow, okay. Yeah, like, I don't know why I even didn't think about that. Like, with Hime having her own boxes for every year, and now seemingly, Kakushi leaving boxes for her as well. At least I assume that's what the other boxes at the other house are meant to represent. Him leaving her boxes as well. I don't know why I never thought of the fact that he might have boxes left by his wife. I don't know why that thought never even crossed my mind. But that's genius. Oh my god, this show is far, far better than I could have even hoped. Like, when I saw this one for the series list, I saw father-daughter relationship, I saw quite a cutesy, light-hearted theme, I was like, yes. And the whole idea of keeping secrets from each other, I was like, yes, this is a very accurate portrayal of what relationships, like parental relationships can be. And I was all for it. As soon as all this emotional stuff has been building into it, though, it's been perfect. At this point, I don't know if I want him to be alive at the end or dead at the end. I really don't know which I would prefer. I'm happy either way. Which is a very stark contrast to the most emotional show of last season, which would have been Somali. Because with the ending of Somali and the Forest Spirits, I was very much like, Golem has to die, or I'm not going to enjoy it as much. And the fact that Golem did live, spoilers, at the end of that, for a potential Season 2 or continuation in the manga, that kind of had a diminished impact on what I felt towards the ending of that show, and the build-up that they've been doing during that show. This one, I would be happy... Well, I'm not going to be happy if it sounds really weird if I say I'm happy that he's dead. I would appreciate the story whether he's dead or alive at the end of this. Like, it would be the ultimate bait and switch for him to actually be alive. So... But they're building it up so much around the fact that he's no longer with her. Just like the mother. That's the way they're building it, and no matter which outcome they ultimately fall on, like, even if they leave it open-ended at the end of this for either a potential Season 2 or continuation into the source material, I don't think this can continue into the source material, can it? Is the source material still ongoing? Like, the manga is still ongoing, correct? Oh, no, wait, the manga was going to finish, wasn't it? That was the whole thing? I'm fairly certain I've talked about this before, but like, the manga is finishing soon, right? Yeah, the manga will finish in its 12th volume. So the 12th volume is going to be the last volume. So I also saw a comment on last week's episode that said that one of the more recent manga chapters had been included in the episode, which kind of like skipped over a bunch of other stuff that was in the manga so that they could get to a certain key point in a storyline. So those of you who have seen the source material, I'm under the impression that maybe they're going to condense the entire 12 volume into one season so that we have a cohesive story, based on the idea that they went up to, like, what, chapter, like, 98 or something, I think the comment said. I can't find it now. It was on the episode 7 on Funimation. I don't know how many chapters that actually are in the manga. I know it's 12 volumes, but how many chapters exist in 12 volumes, I'll never know, but, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so... This is one of my favorite shows this season, hands down. This is easily going to be above an 8. Probably an 8.5 or 9 show for me, this one. Yeah, it's got to be at least an 8.5 at this point. The ending of it is going to determine whether it's a 9 or a 9.5, I think. I seriously think I'm going to rate it that highly by the end of this. And... oh boy, I'm not ready for this one to end. I'm really not. It just brings a smile to my face, some tears to my eyes, and I would not have it any other way. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, as per usual. Helps boost the channel, which now more than ever is important, considering we had to start fresh again after the Molby issues. Leave your comments on what you thought of the episode. If you want to discuss the anime in more detail than just leaving a comment, come join my Discord server, where there is a channel set up for Kakushigoto. We can have a back and forth about it and other people. Or just general anime chats or other chats, like just as building a community for the Discord. I'm always happy to see that. If you're playing any like gacha games or Japanese mobile games at the moment that you want to talk about, as Elaine that just recently released a French-themed event, or Love Live that's about to go into its next events. Any of these sorts of things, free to talk about in the Discord as well. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2020 season you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.